Clearly, Meiko was not intended to go that way.
All targets eliminated.
They aren't.
That's it. Bag 'em and tack 'em.
I have no real idea where I'm going. I'm supposed to go here. No clue where I need to go. Where are you shooting?
I think we're good, Shepard.
Yeah, that's nice, but what am I doing here? Trench. I'm not too keen on looting at this point. We have okay here as far as I can tell, so... Armature control, skill too low, so... sucks.
Perimeter secure.
At this point, well, I have the skills. I have no unnecessary skills. We can spend skills on something. Marksman. We're using pistols quite a lot at this point.
I think we're good, Shepard.
Okay. Are we good though? Where the hell do I need to go? Elevatrix. Probably should visit the elevator. Go there. Skill not good enough for anything, and we don't have a strong combat team even then.
Bag of attack.
Yeah, put your weapons away because there's no hostiles around. We aren't getting anything particularly interesting from these. And I can't jump down, of course. It was like a foot or two of drop there. Could have been lethal. Better not take it. So we need to reach somewhere that opens the larger bunker door, so a vehicle section can start. Well, it might be different.
Has power. It must be running off its own generator.
This must be the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We will have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for repeating what I was just saying. Vehicle section might be a bit stronger because if it's a tunnel, we don't have the normal maneuvering space.
Finally, some action!
Feel free to use some of your abilities apart.
Lost shield!
Ah, there it is.
I've lost shield!
Not going down. And it seems to be sucking all my special abilities.
I've lost shields!
Oh, you lost shields, it's fine. Yeah. Have skill to do shit. This was definitely the wrong place to come with too low skills. One place it seemed like it would have actually mattered somewhat. And we can't do it. Yeah, everything's hard hack here. So terrible choice in beacons.
Come, Saren already has a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it, then we're just walking into a trap.
That is a chance we will have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It is probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we cannot understand it.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Of course. Between the beacons and the cipher, an understanding of the Prothean language would have been transferred into your mind.
Not safe. Seek refuge. Inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Fought Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope. Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped. Cannot be stopped.
It's nice and all, but that's not why we're here. Apparently we are. Okay. Security system is disabled. I'll take the system's word for it. I think this would have been used as against the huge gate we had here that we had trouble taking down. Okay, so you don't want to go there apparently. Ah. Not sure why. I get that the game wants us to go to a specific route, but I don't get why the elevator suddenly stopped working. Because you lowered the security system. Didn't that unlock places? Yeah, it wouldn't be a tunnel run if we wouldn't have to go to the Pacific Tunnel. So maybe we get closer to the actual vehicle. That would be appreciated, certainly. Yeah, it's the other elevator that we couldn't get access to at start mode. some items. Pulse rifles, frictionless materials, medical exoskeletons, sledgehammer, blah blah blah. A lot of upgrades. Medical exoskeleton for you too, please. We did get some weaponry. Just out of curiosity, yeah. Pulse rifle, yeah, it's not that great.
Pilgrims, we take the vehicle into the creepy underground.
Good idea. Firepower will come.
I have spent my life studying the Protheans, but I never dreamed I would discover anything like this. This bunker might have been the last refuge of their entire species. Just imagine what mysteries it might hold. Imagine what secrets it might reveal.
Hey, try to remember why we're here. Saren, the conduit, the fate of the entire known galaxy.
I am sorry. I was swept up in the moment. I just hope we have the opportunity to study this place.
What are all those things on the wall? Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to keep themselves alive.
How many guests do they have ambushing us here? Ooh, not many.
What is happening?
It's a trap. Sarah must have set an ambush.
I do not think Saren is behind this.
That would mean Saren wouldn't also have gained access quite
I have
yet.
studied the Protheans for decades, but I have never felt this sense of foreboding. What will we find down there?
Whatever it is, we should be careful.
I can't save.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently, perhaps there is still hope.
This is incredible. An actual Prothean VI, and I can understand it.
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
How come nobody ever noticed the Citadel was an inactive mass relay?
The Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden. That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers. The Keepers maintain the station's most basic functions. They enable any species that discovers the Citadel to use it without fully understanding the technology. Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature. Not until the relay is activated and the Reapers invade.
Told you that it was a bad idea. And I don't think... Maybe not this kind of a scenario would be the one people would think when relying on totally unknown technology and creatures, but it's fundamentally unsound, so I don't think anyone would really rely on that. On the other hand, I do understand the attractiveness. It would have been a center of some sort. I just don't think, not quite center. The reliance these races have on it, it's I think it's abnormally large.
How do the Reapers survive out in dark space?
We have only theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter prolonged states of inactivity to conserve energy. This allows them to survive the thousands and thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. But in this state, they are vulnerable. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated.
If he turns on the relay, the Reapers can wipe out the Council and the Citadel fleet in one fell swoop.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
Some of you must have managed to survive.
Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed, others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
That's bullshit. I'm sorry, that's absolute horseshit. Because if you understand the reason, there's a chance you can influence events much better. You can predict how the other side will attack, how they will respond to you. You don't understanding you gain allows you to predict what the other side will also do, how it will react. It's the key. If you're in a situation where the other side is beyond your understanding, then you're fucked. because every action they sort of seems to come out of nowhere and is more or less random. The more you know, the more it turns into a understanding situation, like with understanding why they do certain things, so they can rely on the Reaper technology that they've provided them, and in organizing their civilizations based on that, they can also become vulnerable to the sudden strike, which will cripple and isolate the entire civilization in one strike. It's a simple matter of when you understand that a lot of things become much more easy to predict. Also, there's a chance you might be able to provide what they want in other ways, alternative solutions. Maybe find a way to stop them. Because if you understand what they need or want, you might be able to deny resources even if you can't beat them, or deny the goal. Maybe even bargain. A lot of options come available.
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought, the indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
The conduit is not a weapon. It is a backdoor onto the Citadel.
How did you manage to stay hidden?
All official records of our project were destroyed in the initial attack on the Citadel. While the Prothean Empire came crashing down, Ilos was spared. We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
You should have fought.
We were a few hundred against a galactic invasion fleet. Our only hope was to remain undetected. I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
I don't like how some of my conversation options are going. My intention was not to suggest that they fight the invasion fleet when I commented on you just did nothing. My intention was to surely there would have been the energy problem and certain maintenance functions should have been foreseen and solutions trying to be found. That does not mean everyone has to stay in stasis. When the when it becomes obvious that this is going to go longer than expected, surely certain key personnel could have been brought out of the stasis to basically consult that we're either we find some kind of a solution to this, or we'll have to start killing people off. Maybe it would have been better to also just bring them out of stasis instead of killing them. I mean, the purpose was to conserve energy. But you could have just said, well, instead of, if you stay there, I'm going to have to kill you anyway. So come out of the stasis, and it's not exactly, you can't use the machinery or use any of the energy, but at least you have a chance to survive here in a much more simpler state. It seems that you have protection, you have a vegetation outside, and you could probably try to farm or something. Or are you telling me that even a single farmer or something could be detected? You couldn't bring soil inside? It's try something other than just kill it. This isn't a space station or something, or a ship that is low on resources. It is a facility on a planet.
You were programmed to protect them, not kill them.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
I saved key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning, a way to break the cycle forever, and they knew the Keepers were the key.
I don't see, surely the genetics would have suffered, but they would have still could have just kept going. Try to compensate, try to keep because the key is to keep the information about the Reapers alive. And make sure that the cycle stays alive. They tried that with the beacons. I just don't really buy this. I can accept it as a sort of a hand waving to get things where you want to be, but it doesn't make all that much sense to me. Not that it couldn't happen, is that how casually they went there. It's like it was their plan A in a situation like this. They didn't put enough effort even trying to. It was the stakes were the lives of every sentient organic being for all future time, for all they know it. They should have. I would have expected much more desperate attempts to try to work at this. Much more desperate. So the end should have been something else. That's how I feel. Or maybe the other non-sentient life could have, in here for example, could have killed the last remaining few. I mean, no energy, no nothing. They were researchers, not some kind of survivalist here. No advanced medical technology, even simple poisoning from some kind of creature could have been lethal. Something.
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
Ah. So the invasion was already supposed to start. But we're already behind schedule.
Saren must have some plan to undo everything you did.
The one you call Saren will use the conduit to bypass the Citadel's defenses. Once inside, he will transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay, and the cycle of extinction will begin again.
I'll take Sovereign down. Somehow.
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait. Where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the conduit, follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
What happened to the survivors from the Conduit project?
They use the conduit to gain access to the Citadel, but the conduit is only a prototype. The portal only links in one direction, so they were trapped on the station. I do not know what became of them then. It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station. I fear they suffered a slow, grim death.
Well, clearly there's a lot of
I
water.
only know they succeeded in their mission to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
Yes, there's a huge amount of water on the station. Could have, for all I know, they could have just eaten the keepers to stay alive. And didn't the first people who found this, maybe they found, couldn't they have spray painted the beware the reapers in some place, hidden some kind of message? It's too neat, because they did go there after the reapers were already gone, or when their indoctrinated were gone. At least I think so. Certainly after the Reapers, but I'm not sure what they indoctrinated. They were husks after all, not thinking beings. So there's maybe it's better not to think it too hard. I don't think this is a major problem. I wish there were more consideration put into it, even if it's just mentioned in the sidelines somewhere.
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Vermeer? What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons spanned the breadth of our empire. We used them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion, but once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message. We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors, but if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope, so a message was sent across the network.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try. If there were survivors, we had to reach them. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
If the Reapers are trapped in dark space, how did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to assume the Reapers would leave one of their own behind after each extinction. a sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation. Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion. But this time the signal failed. The Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secrecy? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds. But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first. Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
So when the Reapers created the Citadel, they created the Keepers as well?
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations, perhaps the very first. Perhaps they responded well to indoctrination, while the Reapers simply bred them to be obedient. In any case, they were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel. But the Keepers are no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself. When the Protheans altered the Citadel's signals, they broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
Okay.
Sovereign must have realized that organic races were difficult to control.
A likely hypothesis. The Keepers evolved in an unanticipated direction. Non-organic servants like the Geth would be more predictable.
I wonder if Sovereign had a hand in the Geth becoming a race in the first place.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
Shepard, are you sure? Who knows how much longer Vigil will be here? Even now the projection is weak. This might be our only chance to speak with it, our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans. It is the opportunity of a lifetime.
I'm sorry, Liara. We have to stop Saren. Nothing else matters.
You are right. I am sorry. My personal feelings clouded my judgment. We should go.
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
Yeah, level up. This is exciting for me because I might be able to get a 1 point. Yeah, I'm not getting shit. Yeah. Shipper, we're gonna at least spend a couple of points to get a better warp, but I'm not really using a lot of warp. Not sure why, it's a decent ability. Does a little bit of damage. Lowers target's damage protection by a significant amount. It's actually very good. Master Marksman or Master Carnage. Master Adrenaline Burst, probably.
advanced technology, and the Protheans were taken in by the Reapers just as we were. They failed.
The Protheans did not fail. They gave us a chance. It falls to us to make the most of it. So I suggest we hurry.
I have very hard time believing that this kind of a strategic vulnerability wouldn't have been detected by anyone. I suppose it's because no one can really destroy the relays. So you're sort of, once you, even if you don't like the system, you're still fucked. Are we going? I think I killed most of them. Definitely detect trouble. Is that it? Or is this all going to keep going much longer? Come on, baby. Yeah. Wonderful physics of the car. Absolutely magical. The engineer. Wait. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
There, the conduit. It's incredible.
We don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't gonna make it easy on us.
Activate the defenses! Seal the station! The arms aren't moving. Systems not responding. Abandon the Citadel! Evacuate the Council! Citadel Control! Citadel Control, do you copy?
Ooh, we have 40 seconds to reach the conduit. Drive, drive, drive.
Critical failures detected across all monitored systems. Please begin emergency evacuation.
I think another bullshit right there. I think it was generally accepted that that was some kind of a monument. When the first thought came to mind, I didn't actually recall this kind of detail of this, is that, are you sure it's a monument? If it looks like a mass relay, it looks like it has power, that it's not actually a mass relay, and it's a mass relay. So are you telling me that no one actually looked at it close enough to see if that's not a monument, that it's an actual relay? I mean, they're asking me to swallow quite a lot of horseshit to accept this. And it's not like this wouldn't work even without. It could have been it's a dormant relay, or a shutdown relay, or something. That it's an actual device, but it just doesn't work. Sure, and since we don't really know how the relay system works, we can't activate it, and I'm not sure even if it's safe or not. I mean, it's not like the end result is the problem, is that there's too much hand waving being thrown around here to do these things. I guess it might be a problem because, well, I don't know. I was sort of suggesting it might be a problem because it isn't a fantasy universe, so you at least have to ground your ideas in some kind of reality. But this is a logical problem, not exactly a tech or magic problem. Is that this is too much of a surprise that it might happen. It's like no one ever even thought about the things that a first-time player or a guy seeing these things for the first time in his life comes up with the question that is actually the obvious question: is it actually a relay or not? If it is, you have a portal in the middle of your station and you don't know where it can be accessed from. I mean, holy shit, that's not a problem or anything. Yep. Let's just forget it. Otherwise, I'll be wondering about these things the rest of my goddamn playthrough.